Alright, so here we go. Let's see. So we have the investigated, Diablo 1, entity for 1 Diablo Immortal gem. Diablo Immortal free player attacked by Quinn. Okay, so this part, yeah, so we'll just watch this investigate itself, and then we'll watch the rest of it separately. Let's see.
Investigated itself.
I've been self-reflecting, and I found myself completely in the right.
He put in a investigation to get to the bottom of this situation.
I paid the private detective to investigate me and tell me what I want to hear.
And this problem. And there is no evidence to suggest that Activision Blizzard senior executives.
Oh my god, I love the comment. Wow, did I pause so many times? I love one of the comments was like, "There's no worse." It's like Russia investigated the claims about like human crimes and the war against Ukraine, and they found themselves to say that there's no war, and they were in the right. They're defending themselves.
Only ignored or attempted to downplay instances of gender harassment.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I think that part of that is true. Because
there's no evidence to suggest that Activision Blizzard's senior executives ever intentionally ignored or attempted to downplay instances of gender harassment. First of all, it's really hard to make that as an make evidence of that, because like intentionally means that they intended to downplay it or ignore it, right? And also downplay is kind of subjective, right? So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's as true as what's his name, Wang or whatever, Mr. Don't you guys have phones? It's just as true as him saying that you cannot buy gear in the store to make your character stronger in Diablo Immortal.
I don't think that there is no evidence that you can find that intent was provable.
Yes.
I actually agree that there are probably no bits of evidence that prove intent.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because proving intent is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to say it's oddly specific. Yes, exactly. It's oddly specific and probably technically true. They burned it all? Yeah, that's true. And what's this here? Shred faster. We're being investigated. Actiboy's HR, pro skater. Human resources is not your friend. Don't trust the boss. Shred faster. We're being investigated. There we fucking go, man. I don't know.
And then if you accepted the statement, one of the conditions was they could delete your HR file for your own good, of course.
Not even really what to say here. It's just
Activision.
There it is. Yeah. That's what to say right there. I can't believe I just looted my first 5-star gem and it only cost me $25,000.
Okay, so this is so we're back to the Diablo Immortal stuff. Honestly, I'll just keep going. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Blizzard for this authentic Diablo experience.
God, bro.
For reference, it's about $15,000. That's pretty good. How many more does he need to go? Like, it's got to be like
5 more gems?
More to go, right? Stewgaming. Oh boy.
Oh god.
All right.
Win69 attacks me.
Right, you're injecting.
See, the thing is, right now, Stew. First of all, respect to the guy. He's hustling it out. But Stew is definitely making. He's making video titles to get the baits, to get the clicks, for sure. I highly doubt Quinn actually attacked him, or like even like I don't even know if Quinn knows the guy, right? And it's like attack is also subjective, so.
Heroin, and then right when you're done injecting heroin, you're gonna see this vending machine, not an ATM machine. You're gonna see a vending machine. It's gonna pop out of nowhere, like out of the ground. These vending machines are just gonna hover up, and you're gonna see heroin in there.
Stew is reacting to Quinn. Asmongold is reacting to Stew, reacting to Quinn, reacting to Stew.
And then all you have to do is insert a few dollars. Hit
That's the meta, guys.
And heroin drops right out. That's exactly what a pop-up deal is in mobile gaming. This guy gets it.
go, it's all nice and
But everyone gets it. Everyone knows what it is. I love that that Stu and the other guy who made a video for Asmongold, that they're downplaying as if like PC gamers are so fucking dumb they don't understand this. Yes, we know how this works. We don't agree that it should be that it should be working that way, you know? That is the problem. Let alone these issues that are happening on mobile are trickling down to PC games and it's making games worse. That is the problem. We all understand how it works. We all watched the video about Let's Go Whaling. We all know how mobile games are basically majority are gacha and or pay to win. We get that. The problem is that it shouldn't be that way. Why do you need mobile games to be that way? Why are you okay with them being that way?
Up, right? And that's the point.
Okay, let's see it.
It's like, yeah, you can technically fucking walk into a
Zealand accent strikes again.
You know, game store.
Okay.
That's actually a fucking drug den full of people trying to sell you fucking drugs. The entire purpose of the game store existing is to sell you drugs and to fucking get you addicted to
That's
drugs.
true.
I can't handle the accent, and I can't understand what he's saying all the time. Seriously, that's not a dig.
I bet you can't understand it. I bet you're saying that because there's no way you can argue against this.
Thing is, like, I don't believe Stu when he says he doesn't understand him, because right now Quinn is talking a lot slower than he usually does, and he's not even yelling. So he's speaking a lot clearer than he usually does. And someone like me who speaks 3 languages, English is like my 3rd language, not even my 2nd one. And like you can hear in my accent when I talk, I understand Quinn perfectly. So I don't know how Stu would not.
There's no way.
Honestly, can't understand what he's saying all the time.
Drugs that take all your money.
I agree that he can understand what he's saying all the time, but right now when Quinn is speaking, there's no way you don't understand what he's saying.
Under the guise of it being a game store, and you can walk in and you can look at the games, and then without buying the drugs, and you can not get fucked. But this the existence of it. Do you understand? It's the whole point is
that it exists. Why is it there?
Not that you can technically play it free to play. Casinos don't charge you to enter the building. Yeah, that's a far better analogy, probably. Why is
this game doesn't charge you to what the hell is this guy smoking? It's good that he's got that copium mask. I assume that's what that is, but
copium bolt mask?
Asmongold all the time.
Wait, what?
He copy Asmongold all the time.
Copy Asmongold all the time?
I'm just gonna put him in this account. I don't even understand.
I'm trying to understand what he's on about too. First he said you can't.
He's talking to the chat. He's talking to the chat.
You can't enter, like, to say an analogy of you can't enter a casino without paying is trying to say that you can't play this game without paying.
No. He said you can enter a casino without paying. You can enter a casino without paying. And you can also be in the casino like without playing it, but you are most likely will.
Right. That's what that equates to. I'm not sure about Quinn, but as a New Zealander, we do speak horribly. Yeah, nothing on this guy. I'm sure he's a great guy, but I couldn't do it. Like I just couldn't watch this guy stream.
And what okay. I'm gonna put menu. Okay, fuck up. I don't even know what you're even on about.
I would really have to slow him down. I would have to.
I love how he's watching him, and like it's a react to Quinn watching his video, but like Stu isn't talking about what he's saying. Quinn isn't talking about Stu's video. He's banning somebody in chat. Like this has like nothing to do with anything.
That's so funny. That is pretty good. That is pretty fucking good.
Just, like,
oh my god.
Here.
It's like, yeah, this part of the clip shouldn't even exist, basically.
Slow him down and really listen to what he's saying, because I can't understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, he's built.
I love that he has a Channel 5 shirt as well.
Building up momentum.
No idea. It's because I haven't watched this video. Well, okay, I didn't know that he watched this video. I'm watching this video now because someone linked it on my fucking chat. You dumb cunt. How about that? All right. Let's have a look here.
Copium mask.
The whole point is It's got nothing.
Diablo 4 is going to be great, guys. I'm telling you.
Oh my
There's
God,
not going to be
bro.
any pay to win at all.
Oh,
It's going to be
God.
so good.
I bet Diablo 4 is not going to have pay to win to begin with, but it will have later on. Not even pay to win, pay for progress.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's going to be amazing.
Thing to do with the fact that you can totally play free to play. It's
So now he said you can totally play free to play. Man, what the? And he's calling me like, what the?
No,
what the shit is happening here?
Oh my God, Stu, please just open your ears and listen, okay? What he said is, just because you can go into a game store and get a game from there, there shouldn't be, like, the game store shouldn't be a drug den, okay? Where you can also get drugs. He's equating Diablo Immortal to a game store that is actually a drug den, okay? Yes, can you go into the game store and buy a game? Sure, but you can also go into the game store and do a bunch of drugs. Why are they together? It makes no sense. So what he's saying is, yeah, you can play Diablo Immortal for free, but you keep getting offered these drugs in the game. Eventually, you might slip.
Here.
it's the fact that it's the way it's designed, right? And
Yeah.
The way it's designed is like a mobile game because this is not for.
But that is the problem, Stu. It is designed like a mobile game. Why are you okay that the standard for mobile games is gambling?
PC gamers or console gamers. This is a mobile game for mobile gamers.
The purpose of it.
Why?
Yes.
What is this difference again? It's like this self-segregation. Like, when did we all agree that you can only be a PC gamer or a mobile gamer? There's nothing intrinsic about being a mobile gamer that means that you have to be okay or that gambling is
basically what I
necessary
just said,
for the
yeah.
game to exist.
It's crazy, man.
It's all gaming. What is this?
Existence. Like it's like
I love that Stu is the one that's just like, oh my God, how does he not get it that it's a mobile game for mobile gamers? It's like, meanwhile the whole world is like, Stu, how do you not get that this is not what mobile gaming should be?
yeah. Also, what?
I don't think Stu understands the point of why people are upset. They don't care that there's pay to win Diablo and Diablo is a good or bad game. Like, they care because it is Diablo franchise, but what people are upset about that this is the standard for mobile gaming. If anything, people were hoping that Blizzard is gonna break that standard, make such a good game that doesn't need this hardcore pay-to-win mechanics to prove to the industry that a mobile game can be normal like a PC game and still be successful. That's what people were like probably hoping for with Diablo Immortal. But what you got is a shitty game with so many bugs. Game is not even ready for release. It barely fucking works. It has insane pay to win mechanics. Has insane, like, not even a paywall. It's just like infinite. You can spend an infinite amount of money in this game. There's no limit, and the PvP is a broken piece of shit, unbalanced at all, right? And people were hoping that Diablo would not be that because it is Blizzard. Blizzard is known to deliver quality. Clearly not. But the biggest thing that what you're not getting about right now with Asmongold and with Quinn is there is also no reason for mobile games to be these instruments of whaling. Okay? There's no reason for them. A mobile game right now has the capacity to make better games than you could 10 years ago for PC for a lot of genres. Why do you need to make it a pay to win or a pay for convenience game if you didn't need to make it for PC 10 years ago? There's absolutely no excuse to do this aside from greed. That's what people don't like. That's what Stu clearly is not getting.
It's like literally. Imagine a casino that let kids walk in, bro, and on top of that, they advertised it to them, and they wanted people to come, and it looks it's like covered in candy. Bro.
Well, it's called Chuck E. Cheese's Super Fun Spin Time, and you go in, and it's a bunch of 5-year-olds on slot machines. And Chuck E. Cheese will go around with like a like a little platter and like give them pizza or something like that, right? Yeah, it's Chuck E. Cheese's super fun spin zone.
It's covered in candy. And you're like,
Great,
candy, and the candy.
Great analogy, because this game is definitely covered in candy for kids.
When did you start playing this game, Stu? I bet you probably started playing Diablo if you played it.
I mean, yeah, if we're gonna go down the road, I'm trying to take Diablo out of the equation here, but like, yeah, technically, people who were hoping for this Diablo Immortal are probably kids that are people who used to be kids and played Diablo.
Old games, you probably played them before you were 18, because they're marketed towards teenagers.
Yep. And like, also, who has the most time to play these games on mobile throughout the day? Usually kids. I know, like, there's 6-year-olds with like smartphones and like iPads and iPods and all that. And so I don't even know if iPods are still released, but with iPads and smartphones and all that stuff that can play this when they're 6. You're telling me that this is not marketed for kids? It doesn't even ask you for your age when you download this.
I like a lot of Stu's pretty old. I think probably Stu's like 40. I bet. So like
I want to say he's like late 30s.
Probably could have played Diablo 2 whenever he was still in high school or something like that. He's like 40. I think he's around. I have no idea. Like a bald guy, it's hard to tell how old they are, right?
True.
For sure. And so anyway,
is what it is.
A lot of people began these games. Like if you go and you poll a lot of people that are gamers now, like my age, what age did they start playing Diablo? I bet like 90% of them would say underage.
Way underage.
So it's like, yes, you're right. It's not as bad as
I didn't even know there wasn't. I didn't even understand that there were age limits on games back then. Like that's how young I was.
Fall Guys. Like imagine Fall Guys that had like a it's like you do Fall Guys and like after every match you have like you get like one lucky spin to see like if you get like 3 crowns in a row you get $400 or something like that out of it. Like yeah, obviously that would be worse, but I think it's disingenuous to say that Diablo is not marketed towards it's for teenage guys. It's for guys that are like 15, 16, 17.
I would say it's even for 10-year-olds straight up. Like plenty of 10-year-olds are edgy enough for this. It doesn't have to be all like fucking colorful and all that shit. I enjoyed these games. Let's see, I played Diablo 1, I think it was like 98, 97. I played it before Diablo 2 was released because I was excited for Diablo 2 because of Diablo 1. So I played it before. So at least 97. So that means I was 9 or 8 years old. 10 at most.
13 years old, 14, 13 years old. Like, I feel like that is the fucking prime audience of people that play Diablo.
Sure.
And it's guys, absolutely, this is a guy game, okay? This is 100% a fucking guy game. Almost all the characters are big, beefy dudes. There's just a bunch of dudes running around with fucking, wearing loincloths, fighting. This is a dude's game. Let's be real.
Kids. I don't know. Is Blizzard actively going out there with the ice cream trucks and promoting Diablo Immortal? Is that what Blizzard does?
It doesn't matter if they're actively doing it or not. They're actively promoting this regardless. It's the new big thing. It's a Diablo franchise from the guys who brought you Hearthstone Heroes of the Storm that kids are playing. They know about this game. It's in their Battle.net launcher. They don't have to actively promote it, but there's also no way to confirm that they are not underage. It doesn't matter if you're actively promote or not. You don't have to actively promote drugs for kids to go and buy it. They'll look for it if they want to.
I don't know. I could be, right? I'm just wondering,
Well, think about it like this, right? So, for example, do you really see advertisements a lot of times for, let's say, guns or tobacco or
it's not directed at kids. It's not directed at kids. It's directed at like, oh, this is the cool guy who smokes, right? And like, guess what? Kids look at it. It's like, I want to be the cool guy too.
Guns, tobacco, or like gambling, like going to Caesar's Palace, like actual gambling. Do you see this a lot on content that is, that the target audience of this content is younger people.
It's like same as like, do you think Dan Bilzerian promotes his Instagram to young kids directly? No. But if you're a 14, 15, 16-year-old and you look at Dan Bilzerian, honestly up to like 25 probably, and you look at Dan Bilzerian like, man, I want to be like this guy, you know? And you become his fucking follower, and you become his like little like leech or whatever, like, and you just follow him around and you buy his products, stuff like that. Is it targeted for the young audience? No. But the young audience wants to be like him, so they're gonna follow him around. On social media, follow him around.
Sports
Stop.
gambling, yeah. Gambling. So no, you don't see that. So there's actually a very easy way for me to prove that Stu's wrong. And so the way that you do...
doesn't take much effort. Because the thing is... Stu, I feel like he's purposefully making like small brain statements, as well as I don't think he realizes what the conversation is about. It like he takes certain sentences and talks about them, but not about what the sentence was about. Like not about the big picture, but only about like that small sentence that like outside of context can only mean one thing, but within the context it's clearly not about that. It's something broader.
Let me step back and explain how Google AdSense works. So Google AdSense is the best analytical program in the entire world, probably maybe better than what the CIA has. It is the best at aggregating data, understanding, and machine learning.
Sure CIA
it is
uses
the best. So because of that, what you do whenever you're buying something, you're buying space on Google AdSense, is you start giving people the amount, the age of the audience that you're going for. You also give people the amount of the country that you're going for, the language that you're going for, the gender that you're going for.
Yeah.
So like, for example, if you're looking to do makeup, you tell Google effectively the region. Yeah, you tell Google, I want women that are, younger to middle-aged, and I want them in English and, in Western countries, right? That's generally what you say. And so if you're trying to sell Diablo, well, let's look and see. So try to look through a few different creators who have like an adolescent audience, not like kid audience, I'm talking about like Roblox, but just an adolescent audience, people whose audiences are between, I don't know, like 13, 14 to like 30, something like that, and see what ads pop up on those videos. I guarantee you it's going to be Diablo Immortal and other types of these mobile games. The reason why is because those people explicitly assigned those ads to match with audiences of that age. It is explicitly in there. You see what I'm saying? So like I can literally prove this to be wrong. 100% provable wrong. PG rating, yeah. 100% provable wrong.
Blizzard at the like 15-year-old arcades or roller skating rinks or wherever the kids hang out. Is Blizzard there actively promoting people to play Diablo Immortal?
Such a small brain. They don't have to be there in person.
No, but they intentionally have ads that are targeted towards people that are underage.
Yeah. It's like they're not doing it in the open, but they're using the system to show it, right? It's like they don't have to do it in the open. They can do it behind the scenes, but they're still targeting them.
Laced with fucking crack cocaine, and then on top of that, one layer deeper, the fucking you come in, you could like go into the little back room. Okay, once you've tasted a bit of crack cocaine, you get some more. They start injecting fucking heroin in your fucking veins.
There it is. Somebody said in chat, no joke, my son was watching a Paw Patrol video and a Diablo ad came on.
Jesus
Paw Patrol,
Christ.
I'm pretty sure that's not for grown-ups.
Straight up.
There we fucking go. Now, obviously, this is hearsay. I mean, he could be lying, but I don't think he's lying.
Paw Patrol.
They start injecting fucking heroin into your veins because that's like the infinite whale glitch where you can like they can take all your money and they will.
Are these people on like a whole different level, right? They're on a whole different level because it seems like every time they talk about gacha gaming,
they equate to drugs.
It goes to
drugs and gambling.
Children, it goes to horrible addictions like drug. It goes to
That's the point. That is the point. You think they care that adults are spending money on this? No, that's not what they care about. Oh my god.
I wonder if I can do this.
Oh,
I'm gonna open up an incognito window, and I'm gonna go youtube.com, and let's look at Minecraft video. And I don't know. I'm gonna open up 5 of these videos here, and I'm gonna see what the ads pop up for this.
SeatGeek. Just this month.
Okay, there's none. There's nothing right there. Here we go. Nope.
Hello,
none
guys.
here. Okay. Let's see next. Nope. Jesus. Okay, I get it. God damn it. God damn it. I get it. Okay, Paw Patrol. It seems like I can't find any on Minecraft right off the top of my head. Maybe that's not true. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'll have to find a better example.
But you can actually use that as an example. Do you think kids that are watching Minecraft care about renting an RV? Do you think RV is targeting the kids? No, it's not targeting the kids. It's targeting the parents of the kids. But the kids are the ones who are going to see it. So you can easily say it about Diablo Immortal.
For that, because obviously that was not a very good example. Jesus.
Here we go.
Play a video about Paw Patrol. It could be any other reason. Like, you aren't young enough. It's personalized ads. That's why I opened it up on incognito, because it didn't have cookies on it. But it could still be. It could still be there. I don't know.
Whatever you can think of, right? The fall of humanity.
The IP is?
It's
Oh,
just
really?
like it
Okay,
literally
never mind.
jumps from we've got
I don't
Diablo as a loot box gaming to the craziest shit I have ever heard of. The drama, right? It is. I swear. And
He's
I guess
so
that's why they're big, right? I guess
desensitizing.
that's why they are just so freaking big, because they can sit there and just come up with the drama like on cue, like it's real.
He's talking about me and
Right?
Quinn.
He's saying this.
Okay.
Like I'm believing that he's saying this. Just like when he looks at me, and I know this guy's not like this guy isn't doing a persona. This guy isn't doing a skit right now. He's honestly saying this type of stuff like it is fact and real, and that he believes it truly. It's the internet, man. It's the wildest shit out there. Look, everybody's got opinions.
Oh my God.
Everybody's got.
I don't think Stu understands. He's the minority about this argument. You are the crazy shit out there when you say that this is fine.
A way to put it out there now, and if you've got a big following, it's this cult. Thanks so much for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate the love and support.
I feel like it's very easy to say that I mean, speaking of cult, right?
Yeah.
But like, this is not a refutation of what he said. It's not a refutation of what he said.
He's not even talking about the argument. He just says that's like, I can't believe he's saying it. Well, can you say that how it's not it? Well, he's comparing it to drugs. Can you say why it shouldn't be compared to drugs?
Oh, in any way. Like, I don't know what else to say about it besides that. It just makes sense.
Apocalyptic drama, yeah, it is. It's like everything is next level.
Correctly, that will sync everything up. Like that will literally have at the fucking point where they're injecting heroin in your veins and you need more money. They're gonna have like a little ATM machine right there with all your shit, all right.
Yeah, right. You're injecting heroin, and then right when you're done injecting heroin, you're gonna see this vending machine, not an ATM machine. You're gonna see a vending machine. It's gonna pop out of nowhere, like out of the ground. These vending machines are just gonna hover up.
Sure,
and you're
why
gonna
not?
see heroin in there.
It's
and all you have to
hypothetical.
do is insert a few dollars, hit the buttons, and heroin drops right out.
Yeah. Yes, that's basically it. Obviously exaggerated, but yeah, that's basically what it is. What do you think your charms are, or whatever they are, the things you use to run the rifts to get the legendary gems, the $25 rifts? What do you think those are? It's literally a vending machine. You buy the 25, you put the 10 charms, whatever they are in, you run your dungeon, heroin drops out of the boss. That's what it is.
That's
Some heroin is high quality, some is low quality, like 5-star and 1-star, right?
To be fair, Quinn's analogy sucks.
It does. But
Okay.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, it sucks.
It's not the best analogy, but you can still understand it.
Analogy. Now, a better analogy is if, like, let's say, again, you go to Chuck E. Cheese and there are, like, literal slot machines at Chuck E. Cheese that simulate gambling that you can win money from. And like, they're like, for kids. And like, you can go there and do it. Like, that's a better example. Or, like, let's say there are, toys or something like that. I don't know. You win tickets. I'm not sure exactly how they work, but there's like an element of skill to it as well. Like, it's usually like you throw a ball into a hoop or something like that. Very rarely do I see them where you have like, there's nothing that the individual does. And so, yeah, claw machine. Well, claw machine is completely different because a claw machine, you can win or lose a claw machine based off of your action.
The coin drop machine is probably a better example. You put in money, the coin drops, and sometimes coins drop and sometimes they don't. I guess that would work. Yeah, maybe, but again,
and I feel like
it's like, what's sad about is that they have to go through all these analogies where it's like it's pretty clear what the conversation is about.
This is a really big fundamental difference with gambling that a lot of people might not realize, is that whenever you are gambling, in my mind, the bad kind of gambling is whenever you can't influence the outcome.
There's no skill involved, kind of? Oh, like
the claw machines are rigged. Get a grip that isn't rigged.
Claw machines are kind of rigged, yeah. But there's still some skill involved.
I know there's and you're right. You're right. Like, what you're saying is technically true, but what I'm saying is also true. Like, you've had the claw machines where it goes like this, right? Let me see if I can get it right here. It goes like this. And it's like fuck. Okay, all right. It's like this. And it goes like this. And it goes like, it puts his hand over it, it goes like this.
Yeah. I guess since this is the top, that shake.
I didn't get it. Like, that's what happens, right? Am I wrong? Yeah, of course that's happened to you. Of course, right? But that's not really if you don't know what you're doing, you're never going to win a claw machine. And there is an element of skill to it as well, although they are also rigged. I think that both things are true. If you are better at claw machines, there will be a higher chance of you succeeding.
That's exactly what a pop-up deal is in mobile gaming.
Yep.
This guy gets it.
Ready to go. It's all nice and dressed up, right? And that's the point. Into this fucking, candy shop and not take any of the candy and enjoy yourself or whatever. But what about all the people who try the fucking candy? Okay, what about the people who haven't had their frontal lobe developed properly and they don't have very good critical thinking and they just go on and they fucking try and then they get hooked and then they fucking ruin their goddamn life? Do you know the majority of whales are? There's literally a study showing the majority of fucking.
Hey, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. You saw me from Asmin Gold. You gave me a prime sub. Hey.
I follow Asmon and Quinn for a long time. The main concern of these guys is the infinite money sink that exists in mobile games.
Very much appreciated. I think I'm a pretty chill dude. So I do appreciate you hanging out with us. We always try to.
And money sink that exists in mobile games migrate to PC games. The loot box must stop. No, the PC game I think is secondary, but it is one of the concerns. The main concern is the standard of game. I mean, I guess it's part of the concern.
Have a good time. Right? Every day in life, you gotta have a good time. You can't take things too seriously. I know there's a time and a place to take things seriously. I get that, and there are very serious subjects around the world. But we are gaming, right?
But like, you're not really gaming though, right?
You're not.
I mean, like, it's just. I feel like any of these arguments would immediately fall apart if they were introduced to even the slightest amount of like critical thought.
Yeah.
Like, all of these would.
Like I said, he makes very low brain arguments. I'm not saying you're stupid or anything like that, but it's like it feels purposefully low IQ takes on certain stuff that Quinn is saying, certain stuff that Asengirl was saying, and he's avoiding the big picture of what the problem is.
Just like immediately fucking collapse if they were introduced to even a little bit of critical thought whatsoever. Because yes, obviously you're gaming. Slot machines are like, how do you define a game? How is a slot machine not a game? It obviously is. It's just like there's nothing like they try to distinguish between PC gamers and mobile gamers. And the Diablo's franchise fan base maybe comes from PC. Blizzard knew that whenever they released the game. Yeah, I think so too. Everybody knows that.
Gaming. We're trying to get away from real crazy drama. We don't mind the made up drama, the poking fun at people, but we're trying to get away from the real drama of the world.
Oh yeah, sure.
Enjoy some goddamn gaming, right?
Yeah,
I get
That's
that.
all we want to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so why are you bringing the real life into your games, though? Why are you bringing how much you make in real life into your game if you're trying to avoid the reality and we want to try play video games? Why are you bringing that into the game? Right? Why are you letting people who, because they make more money, they were more privileged or anything like that, be better at something that requires your skill? But at the same time, I can also say it's like, well, these guys have more time to play video games because they're young, their reflexes are bad and stuff like that. Why should they have the advantage over me who make money and don't have as much time to play? I get both arguments. I just think, you know, the guys who have more time usually kind of are slightly ahead in that, you know? They can do other shit with your money. They can do anything else with their time. That's all they know. You know?
You need the prime more than the rich guys? I do. Thank you very much. He said I need it more than the rich guys. So true, man. Thank you. In the game that they do. But you might see people really jumping up in brackets right now. It's because they are Paragon level 30. And this is going to happen many times through the life cycle of this game.
Oh my god.
It all has to do with the hell stages. But it is taking them a long...
Has he not even understood like this old like artificial progression? This isn't even anything. Like the whole he's not even
He
when
said
is
he's
he gonna have the
butthurt because he
realization
spent
he's the fucking
$21,000?
hamster? Like I don't understand. What is it?
No, he says what you're talking about is irrelevant to the game.
Like
He didn't get a 5-star gym?
He's acting as if this is like actual.
This is the guy that you guys are always telling me who spent money in the game and never got a 5-star gym? Didn't that guy quit?
That is his legacy from now on. Quinn will always be known as the guy who spent money in DL.
And again, this is the most annoying part. Stu still avoided the argument and he started just laughing about the fact that he spent so much money and got nothing out of it. Talk the argument, man.
Immortal, right? That will always be it.
It's like kind of like Quinn's legacy with Final Fantasy 14 is where are the eels?
I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I think that this video was an L video. I think that Quinn's arguments were not very good.
Yeah.
I think that Stu's arguments were awful.
Yeah, like he's not even talking about the main point.
I feel like I would love to have a conversation with one of these guys about it. Like, unironically, I would like to just have a conversation and talk about this because I feel like it's just so obvious that it's just so obvious that it's bad. There's no question. There's no doubt about it, etc. Quinn, no, I mean like Stu or JP. That's what I meant to say. And it's nuts. Quinn's quitting Jam Immortal now. Yeah, there we go. Stu's
of course he is, man.
Channel. Yes, the thing is that
again, whatever. Look, the thing is, it's like Asmongold watching the video and that boomed that guy's channel. If the channel stays boomed, that's thanks to Stu's ability to retain, right? If the channel sucked, he will lose the views and he would lose the subscribers, right? If the channel is good, he probably would have gotten them at some point anyways, as long as he persisted. So saying Asmongold is the reason, like blame Asmongold for Stu's success, did he contribute to make it faster? Asmongold is like the pay to progress type of deal when it comes to like YouTube reactions. Like he might watch your channel and then you'll boom. He might watch your channel and people will not like you for it, right? It's like it really depends how like the person that he reviews and reacts to handles it, right? Just Strife Hayes said multiple times that the success of his channel is largely due to Asmongold, but not only. He was prepared for a boom. He had all these videos. He had ideas. He had like stuff that he wanted to do once he got the audience, right? And he succeeded as well, right? But it's like look at Look at the guy who was attacking Asmongold during Classic, right? The Shadow Priest. He got banned, right? It's like other reaction content creators other content creators that he reacted to, they're not doing very well. I can't even name them because I don't remember them, but he reacts to a lot of random shit. So it's hard to say. It really depends on the person he reacts to. All he does is kind of like he boosts the person for a bit, but that person has to be able to retain.
Can I defend Gacha as a free-to-play?
If anything, I would say Stew's biggest positive is that he's a very, very positive and chill guy, even though he can easily piss you off with his positivity and his I don't want to call it naivety. He's too old to be naive, but it's like what feels like purposefully misunderstanding what the point of the argument is. And again, he might be doing it on purpose, because that also brings clicks. Like, how does he not get it? I'm gonna make a video to show to explain to him. I'm gonna write in his comment to make him say, like, that could also be his strategy, right? I'm not saying it's not, but it is really like too much of it can also be annoying to people, where it's like it becomes, okay, it's too obvious that you're trying really hard not to understand what people are saying, and then people will quit as well, right? So it all depends on Stu, how he goes about, and if he can retain the people that basically Asmongold kind of boosted towards his channel.
I don't want my games to go away. You don't need them to be gotchas, though. That's what you don't understand, is that it doesn't need to have gambling in order for it to be a game that's free to play.
Dude, imagine Diablo Immortal was just like a really good Diablo game with pay to progress and pay to for a cosmetic game, and not pay to win. And Battleground was what's it called? Battlegrounds were balanced out, right? And the only thing you can really buy to progress would be like XP boosts and stuff like that. You know, negate the Paragon XP loss, all that stuff, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you will advance faster and that's cool, but it doesn't mean anything in PvP. It just means something on like the PvE, which I don't even think has the leaderboard.
There are a lot of games out there that are free to play and they don't have gambling. That's it.
Are there? I guess there are. All right, I will need to title this video like right away, because I'll forget. I'm gonna call it like something like Stew still doesn't get it or something like that. I need to find Stew's name though. Let's see, Stew Diablo Immortal. All right, anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll figure out how to name it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.